Welcome to this reading. This is a message for whoever needs to hear it right now. I'm going to do this. Thursday nights we do lives on Patreon if you're interested. All of the May readings, I'm about to do the mid-May readings, are going to be up on Patreon. If you're looking for that link, it is in the description box here. Below this video, every single video has a description box, and you have to click a little down arrow so you can see it expand. That's where the links are for the extended readings. That's where the links are for Patreon, for everything. So I think for this video, I will pin to the top of the comments the link for the extended to this video and the link to the Patreon place in case you have a hard time finding it. So I'm going to start doing that. I think that that'd be good because YouTube has switched around how they're doing the description box, how are the comments below the video, and I think it's confusing people. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay. All right, so let's see where we go here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for whomever. One of the things that's very cool that I'm learning about, that we will be talking about more and more, is esoteric astrology. It's the astrology of your soul. Regular astrology, Vedic, Western astrology talks about more the 3D experience. So I'm going to be moving more into this esoteric astrology. And for those of you who are on a spiritual mission, on a spiritual path, which those of you who watch my channel are on, if you're into things like astrology and things like tarot, this is opening up a spiritual path for you. So whether you're awakened or not, and you're here, you are. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on for you. For whoever needs to hear this message, let's see where we go. All right, Unfinished Symphony, Deep Knowing. Deep Knowing. You are on this spiritual path, right? If we're talking about this right now, breathe. Some of you might be like a little bit, it's not verklempt. It's more like, I have been on this mission before. I've been on the, like having a deja vus, having strong dreams, having awakening symptoms right now. But there's some part of you that's just like, I just know there's more for me. I know I'm here for a bigger purpose. I know I'm here for something important. I know I'm here to do something important. All right, let's see where we are here. Nine of Swords. Is this waking you up in the middle of the night? Look at this. High Priestess. Right there. That's the Deep Knowing card. Cancer. Cancerian energy. Deep Piscean energy. Moon energy. She's sitting like on top of the moon. You see the moon down there? So this could be bringing up some things for you. Dreams could be leading to, leading to a broader awakening. It doesn't just stop. Okay, once you wake up, once you have an awakening, it doesn't just end there. Like, okay, I'm awake, right? It's a process. It keeps getting broader. When you think you've come to the end of one hallway, open the door, there's a whole nother set of options, right? Endings and new beginnings. I love this card for this purpose right here. What we're doing here. 5 of Cups. We'll talk it through. Lovers. Endings and new beginnings. 3 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 10 of Wands. Ace of Cups. Wow. Hierophant. Taurus. So some of whoever this message is for, in order to get to this spiritual partnership, there's a spiritual partnership on the path. There is, it's about lovers. It's about an awakened pairing. You might have to leave behind somebody who it would make you sad to leave behind, okay? But to get to this, Ace of Wands, Hierophant, to get to this, you're going to have to leave something behind. And the something behind, I've seen this a lot in recent readings, is that, all right, so feeling sad, right? Kicked over those Three of Cups. You could be leaving behind a third party situation or a codependent situation. Something that it was very, this relationship, how you'll know is this relationship was very fraught. It was a lot of, either a lot of drama in it, or there was a lot of codependency in it. It was like double-sided sticky tape, right? You just like you kind of couldn't get it off your hands. You kind of couldn't walk away from it. You knew it was unhealthy for you. You knew that this was not a good thing, that you were turning your back on real love, Two of Cups. Because this, whatever this is, the old way, the unfinished pattern, the unfinished pattern is likely about Three of Cups, is likely about an unattainable love. Somebody that you just couldn't quite, it just never seemed to materialize. It never seemed to go well. There was always stuff in the way. There was all these other people in the way. And you could have labeled this person as a twin, okay? It looks like a karmic energy to me. Some of you, whoever this is for, could have a deep knowing about this relationship that, yes, it's something super important to me, but you may have misunderstood the significance of it. Okay, you may have misunderstood. You may have thought that this is the person who's going to be with you for your whole life. When in fact, when you start ascending in your spiritual awakening, that lesson's not necessary anymore. So you can move on from it. And it's like, well, wait a second. I'm not ready to move on from this person, though. I'm not ready to do that. Like, I feel like this person should be with me my entire life, because this person is likely a twin. They're likely a somebody who, because here's the twin card, right? And there's some sadness around this. So I've been seeing this a lot, that the more attached you are to the idea that this person, this 3D, this, meat suit of a person, what you see in front of you and you know to be as, oh, this is, Jeffrey, or this is Jessica, or this is Sam or Samantha or Penny or whoever. And you're like, that's my person because it's so, ooh, like we can't get away from each other. We're so pulling at each other. There's third parties. There's all this difficult stuff. And it's just like, it's like right there on the tip of your hand. It's like right there. Like I could almost touch it. It almost happens. And then it goes away. All right. What is happening here is that you're seeing that the future is going to look very different than that. Is going to look committed, stable, okay? And that whole experience that you've been having, that unattainability, has been the lesson, okay? And so whatever is going on in the dream state, whatever is happening here, I feel like you might have a deep knowing about this, that this person is not really meant to be in your life, or this third party thing is not such a good idea, right? Like there's this thing that when you're in the middle of sleep, okay, when you're in the deepest sleep, the reason that those dreams are important, the reason that stuff like wakes you up in the middle of the night, is because your defenses are down. Your mind, your strong mind that has kept these things locked behind a door, right? There's a bolt in front of it. There's a chair in front of it. There's all this stuff. When you're asleep, that stuff goes away. And all of the monsters that are in that room, in that door, in that closet or the other room or the outside or whatever, can come out. And so there's this deep knowing of like, oh, maybe I'm starting to be aware that this person is not meant to be in my life the way I think they're supposed to be. So vice versa, if you're having an issue with somebody, you're like, you hate them, right? There's this, like I can't stand them, but they're also like they're double-sided sticky tape. I can't get rid of these people. I can't get rid of this person. You're misunderstanding the mission of that relationship. And it's something to really look at. Because you can shut them down, you can stop talking to them, you can block them on Facebook, you can block them however you want. But this is going to show up again. And this time, this particular iteration is coming into consciousness so that you can finally make peace with this relationship. Finally, you can be like, because the fraught part of it, the drama part of it, the thing, that is telling you that there's some stuff to learn. It's not healthy. Those are not healthy patterns, right? In the middle of the night, and oh my God, like all of this kind of stuff. That is not a healthy pattern. Healthy pattern is, there's a 3D version of a healthy pattern of like, hey, we coexist. I have my life, you have your life. We support each other. We enjoy each other. We have a good time together. We have fun. We have great sex. We love to do certain things together. We each have our own friends. We each have our own, work that we do. We come together when we need to help each other, or I support you, but it's not a codependent kind of like, wow, if I walk away, this person would collapse kind of thing. Not like that at all. All right. So the new thing, you're going to start seeing it very clearly because of this situation. The old way of being in this deep fraught drama about relationships. You know how it's like, I don't know if you had this experience, but when I was in my 30s and I was married, the people who were in these like unattainable or third party situations, I just had zero patience for that. I was just like, why do you want this? And I still feel that way. I'm much more compassionate now, let's just say, because then I was just like, why do you want this? And then when I'm in that place, I get it, right? I'm like, oh yeah, this relationship has really put me in another place, or it has made me lose sleep, or I have been, clueless about, what are they thinking and what are they feeling and all that kind of stuff, because they're terrible communicators, or there's a third party involved or something like that, right? When you're in that place and you're like, oh, I'm so confused about this. You're really not. You do know. But you don't like the answer. You don't like the answer. How many times, now be honest with yourself, and I will be honest with myself. When there's a certain person in your orbit and you're like, oh, that's the one, I really want to be with that person, or I really want that job, or I really want that X, whatever it is. And you can't quite grasp it. You're confused as to how they're communicating. Why aren't they calling? Why aren't they texting? Oh, wait, now they're texting a lot. Are they with another? There's all this stuff. How many times have you done a reading? If you're a tarot person, how many times have you done a reading about that person? And look at yourself. Go back, because there was one time for me that I just look at it, I'm like, oh my God. I look at my journal and I'm like, I'm asking the same question and I'm getting the same answer, but I don't like it. I don't like the answer I'm getting. Okay? So if you're in that camp and you're like, oh yeah, I think this message is for me, but I don't really like that, part of my extended reading is going to be, what can you do if you don't like this? Okay, if you don't like this pattern that you're in, or if you don't like the fact that this person is not showing up, or this person is going away out of your life, what can you do about that? That's what we're going to look at. Okay, that's what we're going to look at. What can I do? Because here's the thing, hey, spoiler, put down this burden. I feel like some of you are holding on to energies that are not meant for you. The other things simply want to come in. Not letting this person leave your consciousness, or having this person like standing in front of you energetically all the time, is blocking other blessings, is blocking other people from coming in. Life is about flow, allowing people to flow through. If you're like, oh, the only way I can be with this person is in a third party situation, how healthy is that for you? And taking a really hard look at that, right? Because you do know. You do know, right? And then, okay, all right, this person has been in my life. It's been a third party situation. There's always this stuff. I want to release that situation. And I also want to understand what this is about. What is this about? Why am I stuck in this? Why is this stuff, continue to attract me or to ensnare me? Or why do I think this person is my twin? Why do I think, what is this person's value in my life? What are they trying to teach me? Because there's a reason things have energy to them. There's a reason. And you may be misunderstanding the reason. Have you considered that? Like, oh, I think this person's my twin, but maybe they're a karmic soulmate that's trying to teach me X. And wouldn't that just be nice to know? Okay, so if this is your situation, the good news is you are walking toward a brand new commitment. Okay, you are doing it. When you see this clearly, when you understand and you make a decision for yourself, it's right. You put down that not looking at things. You put down that 10 of Wands. You see it, and then you make a choice. Making a choice for love, making a choice for stability, making a choice for happiness, making a choice for togetherness. All right, so let's see what the person that is, the pattern that's not healthy for me. I'm going to look at what's the purpose of that. I'm going to look at what's coming, and then what can I do if I don't want that person to leave? Let's look at it. What can I do if this is what I really want to happen, like now? I want this. I see Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces. We'll look at those particular signs in the extended too. Okay, just isolate them in terms of, okay, if you've got a Gemini, what does that mean? What is going on with them? Okay, all right, link is below for you. I will also pin it to the top of the comments. If you can't find the description box, and I understand because YouTube has messed with it a little bit, I will put it at the top of the comments. So if you're hanging on this long, this message is probably for you. All right, my darlings. Link is below for that, and link is also pinned for the Patreon lives and the May readings, all 12 readings, okay? So, and I'm about to do the mid-month. So, all the links are below pinned for that. Okay, see you over there.